believe that love is uncontrollable force. It's a silent killer that shows no.
To the 81st Street Ave Library, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I was very fortunate enough to be here, I think back in September. I did a reading for my debut novel, Broken Pencils. It was good. I was that was probably my second reading. I was doing the book tour, and I was a little I was nervous because only my girl came out and my mom, and the librarian. Yeah, I was like, man, am I really just gonna be reading to just 3 people? Yeah, but then eventually some more people just trickled in and sprinkled in. But it ended up coming off pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I noticed the influx of your voice when you said the people that came out, right? I'm a poet myself, as y'all know. Yeah. How do you feel about like the support you get in terms of like family, friends, and stuff like that? How is that? Does it bother you? Did it bother you at first, or is it just increasing as you go?
Well, the thing is, I'm the only poet in my family. Wow. And also in my circle of friends. My friends, they just they're really in the gaming and really in the sports. No knock, no shade towards them. I love them. Yeah. But yeah, they just poetry and the whole artistic thing is not their thing. So I was sort of the lone wolf. And yet, in spite of like that not being their thing and their interests, they still come out to support. My brother, I don't know what to say on it, but yeah, he hates poetry. He don't get it. And same thing with with my dad who passed away.
My condolences.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So it's just 2 sides of the coin, but yet they still come out to support. One of my best friends from high school. Yeah. He just like a distaste towards poetry, but he still come out and he likes my stuff.
Music?
Yeah, man, it's weird. I don't know. It's just like because all my homies they even rap too, but they just don't like the whole poetry thing. You probably get this with your friends or folks you know, man. It's just like, especially with males, it's like they don't do poetry.
We gotta decolonize that mindset of thinking like poetry is just some type of theater type of thing that's not for me. You know what I mean? And I went through that as an ex-athlete myself. I played football, and when people found out like, "Oh, you're writing poetry," because I was writing poetry under my desk in class. Dude, like I didn't really want to share. I only shared with my sister. Yeah, and like when I tried to share. Nigga, what you doing?
Yeah. It's funny because I ran track in high school.
For sure.
I ended up.
Who you run for?
San Leandro High.
Okay.
And don't tell nobody. I was using my aunt's address. I was using my aunt's address to go to.
And you live in Oakland?
Yeah, man. Right down the street, 98th. My mom's still over there by Oakland Zoo. Yeah, I ran track for SL, San Leandro High, and I was writing poetry, trying to use it to get girls. Most of the time it worked. But I was that athlete and also that poet. Yeah. Even the same thing in high school. Like I would be writing and trying to share my work to my teammates, and they were just like, "Where you show?" They didn't get it. Yeah.
Hey, what they don't know, man, poets get all the women. You feel me? Like, you know.
You speak for yourself.
You deep, you can go there though. You can unlock that that area. Because women, I feel like they think more inward, and guys think more outward. You know what I mean? So that's what I kind of mean with that.
Sure.
Yeah. That's cool, man. So how was that? So you was born and raised in Oakland?
Yeah, born and raised. I switched schools a lot though. I don't know what's up with my parents. They were just indecisive. I went to 3 different elementary schools, 2 different middle schools. Finally settled on just 1 high school.
Okay.
I was at schools all around Oakland. From West Oakland to Piedmont don't count.
Okay.
But yeah,
Piedmont a little hood school now.
Oh, where?
Piedmont High? No, Piedmont Middle. Where's it?
Hey,
one of them that's about to be.
I can't even remember my elementary school. But yeah, I was all around there. but it was good. It exposed me to a lot of different areas and parts of just Oakland.
Yeah.
The bad part was I couldn't really keep friends.
Yeah.
And so I was just rotating friends a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't really settle on a good core base of homies and friends until like high school.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I don't know how deep we're trying to get, but like I feel like me switching schools and stuff and not like having a stable friend base, it still catches up with me now. I'm still very much of a loner by choice.
Do you have it don't seem like it because it seems like you're a pretty grounded person, but we never know.
Thanks.
Do you have any like social anxieties?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I got I don't like being in big crowds. Yeah, that makes me hella nervous. But yeah, I still be putting myself out there. I don't like being on stage. Like that makes me hella nervous.
For real?
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, I put myself out there.
But you present yourself with so much confidence, like I don't know if you're an English teacher. Tell me if I'm saying this right. Onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
You do a lot of that.
Bang.
Yeah. And it just seems like you just totally present in it, and that's just your natural way, and I appreciate that. So, how do you get over that in order to get on the stage and transmute that into something? Where does that come from?
One thing I don't do, I don't eat hella much before I perform. In the beginning, I used to do that, and I get so much anxiety. I get the bubble guts. I gotta run, take a shit before a performance, and it's just like that's horrible. So I caught myself on that. But like you were just saying, just being in present, like I'd be very like when I'm on the stage, I'm very very present. Almost like I'm getting into a character, almost like I'm acting, and so I'm able to kind of escape from that social anxiety by being in this just poetry mode and being in the stage mode. So yeah, it's me. I also feel like me performing and being in front of crowds and just being in that kind of community just also helps with my own social anxiety. Me kind of fighting against it and just training myself to just be more comfortable outside.
Do you remember your first performance?
Ooh, like as Jay Rice.
As a period.
Because I've been doing this for a while. But, believe it or not, like I did my first talent show in 8th grade, middle school. I did a song. I was rapping to Nas's Like. The Nas I Am album came out. I'm a big hip hop head. I love it, Nas. And
Nas Jim Jones.
Nas, that was a stupid argument. And Jim just trying to get some clout. Yeah, Jim Jones. Bowling.
Right. Come on, we gotta stop that.
But my first talent show was in 8th grade. I did a song over the Nas's Like instrumental. I don't know I forgot what it was like. But I don't know how I had the balls to do that. I did poetry in high school too. I was on my slam team in college. I went to Cal State Long Beach.
Hey.
I lived down in Long Beach for like 7 years.
Okay, I stayed in LA too.
They even learned how to skate, like skateboard.
For real?
I was skating in the class and everything. I was like, man, this is so different.
You was really living your California life.
Well, this place is a skate, but it's not that much around here. But I've just been performing a lot around my life. But I took a big pause when I became a teacher and started at work life. And I even struggle now with just trying to balance just work versus being an artist. I don't know if you ever get that struggle.
Oh, for sure. I struggle a lot with like I got 2 kids, so two little ones. Trying to juggle them and be there for them, and also be an artist, and also when I was working, because I worked in education for a long time too. I struggle with that too because I have my own youth there, own set of youth there, and taking stuff home with you, as you know.
Yeah.
So it's really like it's not glorified a lot of times. You do a lot, and you gotta when you step up here to perform, you gotta just leave everything behind you, and
True.
or either transmute it. So I get it. Yeah.
Try to do both.
Yeah.
The transmuting,
Yeah.
that's really
Yeah.
that's the therapeutic part.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you talked about so you're a teacher, Oakland Unified School District.
Yeah. 3 years. About to go into my 4th year.
So you like it?
Teaching ain't what it used to be. I still love the kids. I still love my staff. And I still love Oakland.
Yeah.
Teaching is rough.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're dealing with just the phones. The kids are just no shade on the kids, but they're so depressed. It's like,
but it's because of that.
All of them, and it's all different reasons, and they try to cope with vaping, they try to cope with weed, they try to cope with eating, they try to cope with TikTok, and it's what a lot of people blame it on the whole COVID thing and the quarantine. And what I noticed a big shift, like before the whole COVID thing, like in my classes, we have a lot more group discussions. I'll be doing debates with my classes. We did poetry slams in my classes. It was like really interactive, and the kids really socialized a lot. But now what happened after COVID, like the whole model of education shifted to like kids using Chromebooks and the habit of using Chromebooks, and also even being reliant on their phones to use as a resource to Google information. Yeah. So like the whole interactive part where I had kids like writing their own scripts and reenacting it in class. Like I do less of that, very less of that, because the whole socializing part, the kids aren't too comfortable with that.
That's so weird because that's why you go to school.
Yeah.
So you can socialize
and be creative and step out the box. But it's getting a struggle now.
Yeah. Do you think education as we see it needs another revolution? Needs to be flipped over and tossed out this old way, or how do you see?
I don't know. It needs to be a blend, because another issue, like they're saying on the news, I see this with my own students. They can't even. Not I should say can't. Don't say can't. The majority of them, a lot of them show a lot of challenges with just handwriting. A lot of my students, these are kids 17, 18.
You ain't gotta write no more. You got a Chromebook.
They don't even know how to do a signature.
Wow.
They print their name. I have to teach them how to do a signature. And so even just old school stuff, just handwriting is losing in art.
Wow. Calligraphy, man.
We're teaching a lot of our students to do talk to text. So we have students talking to the Chromebook, and it's typing out their stuff for them.
That's wild.
I mean, it's a great resource, but it's also kind of making them almost handicapped. Yeah. So I do think like we have a lot of great resources, but we're also we do need to bring back some of that old school stuff. To make these kids more skilled.
Right. Yeah, in terms of like I think like everything always happens again. Like history like repeats itself. Even though we're going through like this technological boom. Yeah. It feels like those other skills, everybody's not going to be like a computer, cybersecurity, tech whiz or anything like that. What about the stuff that still needs to be built? Still needs for food and stuff like that. Why are we not teaching those things? And we don't even teach how to have a bank account. We don't even teach the taxes. That's true. They look at their check. They thought they was supposed to. They did their check. They didn't even know how much taxes to take out. Now they getting mad at their supervisor because they're like, "Oh, my check's short of $50." Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
I know exactly what you mean, man. I see a little glimmers of that in like econ class and stuff, but they do need those kind of life skills taught in the class.
Right. That's dope though.
Thanks, man.
So tell me about the book. Tell me.
This whole thing. this thing.
Broken
This is my debut novel.
Mhm.
It's called Broken Pencils.
Mhm.
It's actually called Broken Pencils because,
Mm.
about props.
Mhm.
If you take a pencil and you break it,
Mhm.
usually it's pointless.
Yeah.
So the main character in my book, his name is Jonah Tarver.
Okay.
He's a young black teen from Oakland. He believes that all lives are like broken pencils. He believes that life is pointless.
Wow.
Yeah, so on the night of his senior prom and also the anniversary of his best friend's death, he's trying to discover his point in life.
Wow.
So it's a coming of age young adult novel.
Love it.
That deals with adult themes like grief and mental health, identity, even substance abuse, all from the perspective of a young black teen.
Wow.
But I tried to make it like universal enough that anybody could relate to that.
Yeah.
So regardless of your age or your gender or your race.
What was your muse going into this writing this book, and how long did it take you?
The muse. That's a good question. I haven't been asked that. The muse was just trying to get this story out and leaving a legacy. It took me, I want to say, maybe 15 years to. No. I wrote the first draft out of college. Okay. Out of Cal State Long Beach, and I was trying to submit it, and I just get rejection after rejection. And I'll revise it, then just push it out there, and just get rejection. And I let it go for a while, went back to it, revised it, tried to put it out, rejection, and that was hurting for a while. I probably went through maybe like 1,000 rejections. People saying everything from like it got potential or it's just straight boo boo. But I was fortunate enough about 2 years ago, an indie press out in North Carolina called Tea with Coffee. They picked it up. The main president of the company, he read it overnight. He loved it. I was fortunate, man.
Yeah.
Very blessed.
Good for you though. You didn't quit.
Yeah,
I mean, you probably felt defeated at times, but that push though. You know what I mean?
You know what really did it? You were saying actually about the muse. I gave up on it. Okay. And then my dad died. He passed away from cancer, prostate cancer. And after he died, and just my family and I just taking care of him in his last year of it. Yeah, it was hitting it hard. It was just bad. Like he was in the hospice bed.
All right, we back. Yeah, Book of Eli.
Oh, run it back.
Yeah, Book of Eli.
That's one of my students.
Hey, y'all see that? This man known out here, man. He got his students coming up too.
And he's in the library in the summertime. That's funny.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So I was. Who was it? Oh, Book of Eli.
Yeah.
So
I love that movie, by the way.
Yeah, it was a good movie. The apocalyptic, just in the future, kind of like Mad Max scene.
Nah, we in that right now, but go on.
Yeah. But in the future, what I really like, while of the movie was like, in the future, the two things most valuable are water and books. And like, so just like you, man, you got your books out too, man. Like when we're all gone and we're all dust, like hundreds of years from now, like maybe, hopefully, this will be left behind. Just like your books, man. And folks will pick it up like, oh, that's how it was in the past. This was his story. This is my story. And so we also live on through that. Yeah. So, man, that was also my muse and inspiration.
That's deep. That's legacy.
Legacy, man.
You know what I mean? And like we'll always, I always say this is a small fraction of what we're going to do of being in these physical bodies because we're formless beings. We're going to go on to live forever and do great things, maybe in planet Siri or something like that. But however, just being able to influence this realm just a little bit and forever after that, because once we go, it's going to be other people that come too. So, yeah.
And we leave our story behind so folks will learn from us, learn from our accomplishments and our mistakes, so
Yeah.
that they could do better.
Right. So I understand your muse, and I've been seeing you, and you just spoke about your book tour, and you just everywhere nowadays, bro. Like it's just you know what I mean. Like
Thanks.
a tribute to just man. I gotta do this right now. It's the power of now. It's no. It's, you know what I mean? Just in it.
I feel like, man, you only got one life to live, and also like the life I have, and just like your life, man, it's only like half full. Like we still got more and more life to live.
Right.
And I knew like when I got my deal and my book was coming out, like I was gonna put myself out there. I'm not really trying to chase fame.
Yeah.
More about like just getting my story out there and having as many people connect to it as I can. Yeah.
You said your deal. How was your deal? Because I was shopping around for a deal, but I was so headstrong in terms of doing things my way.
Yeah.
And somebody did hit me. My partner gave me shout out to this black publishing company that hit me up. Shout out to the sister, I forgot her name, that picked my story up.
Thanks. Congrats, man.
Thank you. And talked about and gave me a phone call. We talked, but they wanted to change some things. And
I see.
For the sake of integrity, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
How was yours? Did you get to keep everything?
I was very fortunate, man, and I really respect that you did that. Like, it would have been easy, like, oh, here's my shot. Look, this is my shot to just put my stuff out there and just compromise. But yeah, you held strong. Right. That it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. Right.
I had other people give me offers, and it was just bad offers. One offer was they were going to take 80% of
that just hurt right
my
there.
rights and give me 20. I was like, what?
Nah, bro.
Another one wanted to take my book and print it with 2 other books and make it a 3-book collection. And I was like, no.
What are these people thinking? Like,
yeah. So the deal I had with these guys, I was very fortunate. It was 65-35.
Okay.
And I have full control over the cover, the design. It was crazy, man. I had a shout out to and respect to Tea with Coffee. I respect all these. I love these people. But that was like the first time in my life I had like 5 white people working for me.
Let's go.
I was like, hey, there's a mistake on this page. I need you to change it. Like, oh, I don't like how the title is. Can you move that? Like, hey, let's move the release date up a week.
Yeah.
It was great, man. It was great. But here's the downside, man.
Okay.
So they were a small indie press. Yeah. And I was on them, man. We went through
I love that.
11 drafts until we got to the final draft. Wow. And they didn't. I know my editor did not like that. Yeah. So make a long story short, they were super overworked. They had other books that they were doing as well. Yeah. And make a long story short, my book came out June 11th, 2024. Yeah. And then my publisher went out of business June 30th.
So this is the year anniversary, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, stand up, man! Year anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah, they went out of business, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I don't got nobody by my side." But then what ended up happening, the dude who signed me, the president, he ended up giving me back my full rights. Cool. So I got full rights to the book. I got it's still got paid distributors and stuff, but I don't have to cut a check with nobody. I don't have to split no profits. Right. Bad side is what you see in me. You're talking like, hey, you see me everywhere. I gotta do all that, man. I don't have no manager, no agent.
Wow.
Even like
we gotta make your own connections. And
even, yeah, what we were talking about earlier, me doing my book reading here at the library, I had to write a proposal. I never did nothing like that before, and write a proposal, submit it to the library, and they but that usually that's done with the manager or agent or with the publisher.
Yeah.
But I have to step up, and this shit hasn't been easy, man.
But that make you even more of a beast. At the end of the day,
but also it comes with sacrifices, man. Like I got my girl, and she's been super understanding. She's been by my side for like 3 years, and
shout out.
Yeah, but I know she don't always want to be going to my shows and all this stuff.
Why not?
I gotta also sometimes in the week.
Yeah,
I gotta designate time to write or to rehearse, so I don't always be with her.
Yeah.
Same thing. I got to sacrifice time with my friends. My homies be going out every weekend, but I'm like, man, I got an event. Can't do it. So it's a lot of sacrifices, man.
Right.
Yeah, that stuff I do be feeling guilty about.
Yeah.
But the compromise is like I'm doing what I desire or what I'm passionate about.
Right. And I admire you just, because it's not easy deviating from the norm and pursuing poetry and writing books and stuff like that, especially where we come from.
Yeah.
And I admire you just stepping out and doing it
Thanks, man.
Your whole self, because this is like, man, like people really talk highly about your work, man. And I can see just even more. I read the first couple of pages and I was just like, this is well written already.
Thanks.
It's well written. So all the time you took, those 11 editing sessions, bro, come on now, look what you got.
Yeah.
That's the baby right there, man.
Yeah,
for sure. How was your Juneteenth, man?
Juneteenth was great. Mm-hmm. Of course, I was performing.
Yeah.
I was out in Richmond.
Okay.
Shout out to Stephen Sharp.
Stephen Sharp.
Yeah,
Poet Laureate.
Yeah. Out there. Also, Cordon Concepts was out there too. So shout out to him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was my Juneteenth. Celebrating my freedom. Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
Juneteenth. If I know my facts straight, it does upset me what actually happened. That that Black folks were free, and then took 2 years for the word to go to these folks out in Texas. Yeah, that upsets me. Yeah. But just what it represents, just the freedom and the end of just bondage. Yeah. And also us celebrating it now as an official holiday is just showing just progress. Mm-hmm. I mean, things ain't perfect, but like things are a lot better than what life was like for my parents and my parents' parents. Mm-hmm. And I know like my great grandpa was a slave. Mm-hmm. And so
I believe that love is uncontrollable force. It's a silent killer